Welcome to the Shamrock Sports Talk Show with your hosts, Igor Mitic from Serbia, Europe, and Andy Vernon from Concord, New Hampshire. We are about pride, tradition, sweat, tears, victory, and determination of Boston sports. Give us a ring at 512-543-4662. Be sure to download the Try 99 TV app on any smart device and subscribe to In the Zone Sports Talk Television. The cost is $4.95. Thank you in advance for your support. Now, let's get into the Shamrock Sports Talk Show. Welcome to the Shamrock Sports Talk Show with your hosts, Igor Mitic from Serbia, Europe, and Andy Vernon from Concord, New Hampshire. We are about pride, tradition, sweat, tears, victory, and determination of Boston sports. Give us a ring at 512-543-4662. Be sure to download the Try 99 TV app on any smart device and subscribe to In the Zone Sports Talk Television. The cost is $4.95. Thank you in advance for your support. Now, let's get into the Shamrock Sports Talk Show.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another edition of Shamrock Sports Talk Show. Sadly, I'm alone again at our N.The Zone Sports Talk radio studio or Shamrock Sports Talk Show. So welcome again. As you can see, I'm ready for the show. I'm Igor Mitic, your host from Serbia. As you can see, you can buy the shirt and the Zone Sports Talk Radio here, and you can see my lucky leprechaun for the show is ready. So we are ready for Shamrock Sports Talk Show episode number 14, right? The Celtics went 2-1 the last week, and I'm going to recap you the things that happened the last week with your Boston Celtics. But before that, of course, you can order your N.The Zone Sports Talk show shirt like mine, and of course, I strongly recommend you to buy the Celtics shirt or Lucky the Leprechaun like me and the Celtics items. If you're the Celtics fan, of course. You can find N.The Zone Sports Talk Radio, of course, at YouTube, my live stream. Just Google Kevin Dixon's N.The Zone Sports Talk Radio at YouTube channel. Log in there, and every single Saturday, 7 p.m. Eastern, you can watch and listen Shamrock Sports Talk Show episodes with Igor and Andy, sometimes with Kevin, of course. And you can give us a ring at 512-543-4662. You can log in to StreamYard, write us there. We are not at Facebook anymore, but we are at Roku TV right now. So like intro is saying, you can download at your app stores from your smart devices like mobile, like TV, and other devices. You can log in to your app stores and search for app called TRI99TV. TRI99TV. Search for N.The Zone Talk Radio Network window. Open the window, subscribe, either 1 month or $40 per year, and watch us on Roku TV. And thanks for supporting us. You can find my show at Twitter, official page, Shamrock Sports Talk Show. Let me show you how our page is looking, if it is possible. I don't know if it is possible, but so Shamrock Sports Talk Show, it is looking like this. Yes, so our official page on Twitter at Kevin 050306 698. This is our Shamrock Sports Talk Show official Twitter account. Find Igor Mitic at Facebook and the Zone Talk Radio at Facebook, Roku TV, YouTube, Kevin Dixon's and the Zone Sports Talk Radio channel. That's it, how you can find us, subscribe, and support the radio network and support your channel. You can buy your And the Zone Sports Talk Radio shirt, like mine, if you like it. And of course, you're supporting our channel by this. So let's start the Celtics news. What is happening in the Celtics land? The last week, the Celtics went 2-1. The Celtics destroyed the Celtics first in derby match, in derby game, defeated Los Angeles Lakers in TD Garden 125-121, one controversial game and controversial call at the end of the game where Jason Tatum and LeBron James had contact. Jason Tatum, it seems, to be committed a foul on LeBron James. The foul was not called. LeBron James complained, jumped around that, but I must say that more calls went the Lakers' way during the game than the Celtics game. So the officiating was horrible. You can see LeBron James at the end of regulations, in sadness, in sorrow, in agony, in whatever. LeBron James continued his struggle, bitching the night after this game when the Lakers defeated New York Knicks. And after the game, of course, the Lakers fans kept on clamoring, talking about the game, bashing Boston Celtics, but that didn't help them. The Celtics defeated Los Angeles Lakers 121, 125, 121, and snapped the 3 games losing streak. That's the game number 3 that we're going to recap in this very show. Then, after defeating Los Angeles Lakers, the Celtics had pleasure to host the Brooklyn Nets and Kyrie Irving. Brooklyn Nets played without Cam Johnson and Kevin Durant. The Celtics played without Marcus Smart and Danilo Gallinari. Danilo Gallinari was out the whole year. So the Celtics are used to play without Danilo Gallinari, but Marcus Smart, he's the Celtics starting point guard. So the Celtics played without starting point guard. Brooklyn played without the major star, but the Celtics had historical, win and results against Brooklyn Nets. At the end of the game, it was 139-96. That's like 42 points, 43 points win. At the end of the first period, it was plus 30, if I'm correct. So the record is plus 36 at the end of first period, if I'm correct. So sadly, the Celtics didn't broke the record in points. Sufficit in the first period, but the Celtics, defeated Brooklyn Nets plus 43, like I said. At the end of the third, it was um, plus 38. At the end of fourth, it was plus 43. You can see Kevin Garnett at the picture. Celtics, after the first period, had the lead 46-16. The Nets were without Durant, like I said, but it was utterly pathetic performance by Brooklyn Nets. And after this game, Kyrie Irving went Kyrie Irving full mode. This is, the Leprechaun revenge, because the Celtics won 10 in a row against the Brooklyn Nets. Also, worth mentioning that the Celtics are 10-2 since he stomped at the Leprechaun. So, in a way, it is the revenge of the Leprechaun. Not exactly a replication of last game's offensive success for the Celtics, but 46 first quarter points against the Nets. Boston Celtics is 12 at under 3 timeouts, and the Celtics were 4 of 17 shooting in the first. And excuse me. Again, after 43 points win in the TD Garden against Brooklyn Nets, the Celtics have now taken 10 in a row over Kyrie Irving's Nets and 10-2 against the team since Kyrie Irving stomped on the lucky Leprechaun in TD Garden. This is poetic justice for the Celtics. After all that is happening, that happened against Brooklyn Nets, the Celtics hosted the Phoenix Suns and Chris Paul. Phoenix Suns played without Jay Crowder, ex-Celtics player, and without Cam Johnson. I mean, the Phoenix Suns played without Jay Crowder and without Cameron Johnson. And the Suns played without Cameron Johnson and Jay Crowder, and the Celtics played without Marcus Smart and Danilo Gallinari. And the Suns controlled the game since the first period and comfortably won in TD Garden 106-94. It was the surprising win because the Celtics were favorites at this game. We will recap this game, of course, and what is happening, or in other words, look at the standings. Here I have the standings for you. Western Conference standings. Number one, sharing the first place, kind of. One win away from Boston Celtics Denver Nuggets, 36-16. The Celtics are 37-16. Just one win away, Denver Nuggets from Boston Celtics. Practically they are tied at the top of the league. Number two, Memphis Grizzlies, 32-20. Number three, Kings, 29-22. Number four, Minnesota, 28-25. The three young teams at the top of the Western Conference. And Denver, of course, the number one. The three young teams are Grizzlies, Kings, and Minnesota. Number five, Clippers. Number six, Suns. A lot of injuries for Suns. Number seven, Dallas. Number eight, Utah. Number nine, reigning champs, Golden State, playing tournament team right now, etc., etc. You can see. Eastern Conference, your Boston Celtics are number one. Eastern Conference after 53 games. So the Boston Celtics are 37-16, number one league and number one Eastern Conference, but Denver Nuggets can catch Boston Celtics if they win another game at number one place in the whole NBA league. Number 2, Fear the Deer or Giannis Antetokounmpo. Recently, he had 50 points game. He is really in great form, and we will see what happens between the Bucks and the Celtics. 35 and 17. Number 3, another MVP candidate, Joel Embiid, who was pronounced the Eastern Conference All-Star Team reserve alongside Jaylen Brown. 35 and 17, 34 and 17. Number 3, Sixers. Number 4, the Nets that we will talk about a little later. 31 and 20. Number 5, Cleveland Cavaliers, 32 and 22. Donovan Mitchell was ejected against Dallas, if I'm correct. So number 6, Miami Heat. Number 7, Knicks. Number 8, Atlanta. Washington Bulls, Indiana Pacers, Toronto Raptors, all are outside of the playoffs. What are other Celtics news in the last week that we can talk about? Let me search you through my picture slides. This is LeBron James praying to his gods or whatever, clamoring, jumping, regretting after officials not whistling him the call. Of course, this is overblown by Lakers and LeBron James, but we are used to it. Another information, Vic Grusbeck, the Celtics owner, said it's about this year. So he apparently ordered Brad Stevens to do all the necessary moves to muscle up and let's go get the job. Apparently, he is willing to spend and he gave the green light to Brad Stevens to bring in all necessary players in order to win the title. By the way, I will have one article for you in a minute after the slides. This is win against the Lakers, 125, 121 after overtime. So this is LeBron James again in his comedian show at the end of the Celtics-Lakers game. This is Joe Mizzula, Boston Celtics interim coach. Joe Mizzula and his staff will coach Team Giannis, Eastern Conference team, at 2023 NBA All-Star. Congratulations to Joe Mizzula. Joe Mizzula to coach Giannis team at All-Star game. Congratulations, coach. Well deserved. Power rankings at the end of the week: number 1 Sixers, number 2 Celtics, number 3 Nuggets, number 4 Bucks, number 5 Grizzlies. The race is heating up. The race is heating up, people. So Joe Mizzula again, Team Giannis, Boston Celtics coach, and we will have representatives in Jason Tatum as a starter, Jaylen Brown as reserve. Joe Mizzula is just the third rookie coach in the last 24 seasons to coach an all-star roster team. The Celtics have won the 10 straight games against the Nets. I already said that. This is against the Nets, 139-96. Jason Tatum had 31 points, 9 rebounds, and 7 assists. He is the man of the match. This is the picture from the Nets, 139-96. This is the picture of our legends, Paul Pierce and Kevin Garnett, in Red Auerbach Training Center, alongside Marcus Smart and Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown. So our legends against current players. Jaylen Brown, he's named All-Star Reserve, second year in a row. All-Star. Jaylen Brown is establishing himself as a good player. Congratulations, Jaylen Brown. So here is the players pool. Team Giannis, Stephen Curry, Luka Doncic, Kevin Durant, Kyrie Irving, Nikola Jokic, Donovan Mitchell, Jason Tatum, Zion Williamson, Bam Adebayo, Jaylen Brown, and DeMar DeRozan. I will personally root for Team Giannis, Jason Tatum, and Jaylen Brown. I don't know about you. Now, Team LeBron, Joel Embiid, Paul George, um, Shea Gilchrist Alexander from Oklahoma, Tyrese Halliburton, the leader of Indiana Pacers, Jrue Holiday from the Bucks, of course, then Jaren Jackson Jr., second best player of the mighty Memphis Grizzlies, Damian Lillard, all-star from Portland, then Lauri Markkanen, leading star from new revamped Utah Jazz with Danny Ainge, Ja Morant, leader of Memphis Grizzlies, Jared Jackson Jr. So Memphis will have two all-stars, similar like the Celtics. So we will say that Memphis Grizzlies are kind of the Celtics from the Western Conference, young upcoming team. Then Julius Randle from the Knicks and Domantas Sabonis from the Kings. Next slide. This is from the Nets, the first period, 46 and 16. The first period, and this is one joke about the Nets, in which you can see that Jason Tatum is choking the Nets and crowd is chanting, "Stop! They are already dead." Here, the odds for six men of the year, Malcolm Brogdon, our Malcolm Brogdon is there. Russell Westbrook is leading candidate to win the six men of the year award. Russell Westbrook, then Christian Wood from Dallas, then Bobby Portis from Milwaukee, Benedict Maturin from Indiana, and Malcolm Brogdon, number 5. Then Norman Powell, Bruce Brown, Emmanuel Quickly, etc., etc. The next slide, notable bonuses. We see you, Jaylen Brown. So players for making all-star team. Jaylen Brown earned 1.5 millions. Congratulations. Domantas Sabonis earned 1.3 millions. Julius Randle, Knicks, earned 1.2 millions. Gordon from Denver, $600,000. Holiday 3, $0.324 million, etc., etc. Then final from last night, the Suns defeated the Celtics 106 and 94. These are the statistics that I will present you later. The efficiency landscape, you see offensive efficiency and defensive efficiency. So the Celtics are up at the defensive efficiency chart. They are number 2 defense in the league, but they are number 15 offense in the league, which is mediocre. And this way, we must improve our offense in order to win the title. You can see first in net, 15th offense, second defense, the Celtics right at the middle at the efficiency chart. Here you can see like a pro, Robert Williams the third against the Nets, 16.7 of 8 field goals. This season he scored 68 of 88 field goals, 77%. He is 50% field goal or better in 66 straight games. So that's NBA record. He scored 50% field goals in more than 66 games. The Celtics team best net rating plus 12.3 in 412 minutes. The importance of Robert Williams III. Kyrie Irving, after his Nets were demolished by the Celtics, when you're going against a very motivated team, such as Boston Celtics are. They have a chip on their shoulder. It's clear as day they want to win the championship and they are not wasting any time in regular season. Tonight just felt like we were on one of those teams in a way. Kyrie Irving about this. After Kyrie Irving trade rumors, another rumor appeared. A report teams are interested in Kevin Durant status after Kyrie Irving potential trade. Keith Smith said that Kyrie Irving potential trade might happen sooner rather than later. And finally, Paul Pierce and Kevin Durant and Kevin in Red Auerbach Training Center with Joe Mizzula, head coach, congratulating him on All-Star appearance. So again, go Celtics and go Lucky Leprechaun at the All-Star game. And right now, we can go to article from Brian Robb. Boston Brad Stevens should be more aggressive at Celtics trade deadline to cement top contender spot for Brian Robb. With top contenders in the East expected to make trades at the trade deadline in additions, the Celtics shouldn't be shy and about keeping pace. The Celtics made history on variety fronts in their beatdown the Brooklyn Nets in TD Garden. Wednesday night, they put together the largest first quarter lead in franchise history, 46-16, and matched the most points scored in the first period and period at all after undermanned Nets without Durant, Simmons, and TJ Warren. Apologize. The win 1 week ahead of NBA trade deadline. 1 week away, the NBA trade deadline was example of what Boston Celtics can be at best on the offense. That was shooting all over the floor as well as dominant offensive rebound in Robert Williams. But I would say that the loss against the Suns, it showed what the Celtics missed. That is the size at the positions number 3 and 5. So the defense that has size and disciplines to slow high-powered offense. The situation the Celtics find themselves in right now in the Eastern Conference is rare, holding 2.5 games lead over the 1.5 games lead over the Bucks and Sixers in 30 games to play. While the Celtics currently sit number 1 title favorites, they are slight ones at that. Teams around them in the Eastern Conference like Bucks and 76ers are going to be very aggressive in upgrading their rosters at the trade deadline in coming week. Largely quiet trade landscape will likely start to develop as we get closer to the trade deadline Thursday, and those squads are going to be likely adding another players to keep the race with Boston Celtics for home court advantage in the Eastern Conference. We're likely battling for number 1 place East. When fully healthy, Boston Celtics have deeper rotation than Bucks and Sixers, but finding players that Joe Mizzula trusts in the regular season could be useful in the bind in postseason game, or if injury arises, needs to be at the top of mind for the front office. It's rarefied air to be considered the title favorites, and the Celtics can be content to think they can ride their current personnel when there are ample opportunities for upgrades without taking away from the teams. Trade player exception worth $6 million away from teams is not something that the team should let fly away. We can add multiple picks, the guy like Peyton Pritchard, and a few tax dollars by V. Grusbeck and ownership group to find a center, for example. Grusbeck made it clear in appearance in NBC Sports Boston he is willing to spend. Grusbeck said, the conversation that I had with Brad is, it's about this year. Grusbeck said, it's not about this will pay dividends in 3 years or this will do this next year. It's about this year, muscle up and let's get job done. That's instructions and that's what we are going to do. If there is anything to do, we will do it. If not, we love this team. We are at the top of league right now. Yes, but the Nuggets are just one win away from us. So there may be limited sellers on the market now, but that's really that will be changed the next week. Some teams are bottom of lottery standings, and they will begin to sell, like Chicago, Toronto. Plenty interesting names. So keeping Horford and Williams healthy needs to be top priority, and the Celtics should add another big man that can help achieve that spot. Upgrading Justin Jackson as deep wing bench depth should be able as well in Boston's backcourt goes via trade or buyout markets. So Justin Jackson as deep wing bench guy needed to be upgraded. Stevens is dealing from position of power this season, but that should not stop him from being aggressive. Opportunities like this do not come around much, and with NBA more wide open than ever, the Celtics should be trying to find any holes. This team has everything that is worse and should to winning it now. So the Celtics should buy the players. Let us now talk about the games in the last 30 minutes of Shamrock Sports Talk Radio Show number 14. Pardon, this is not our chat. This is our chat. So, fan on-off numbers. When Jason Tatum is on, Boston Celtics offensive rating is 120.8, and which would be the best in the NBA. When Jason Tatum is off, rating is 110.3, which would be 28 in the NBA. The difference between number 1 and 28 is Jason Tatum. Boston is plus 9.5 with Jason Tatum on, and minus 3.7 without Jason Tatum. That's about 13.2. 13.2 points worse without Jason Tatum. Plus 13.2 is crazy, plus minus title. Russell Westbrook is the favorite to win the Sixth Man of the Year award. We already saw this chart. So let's underline that Malcolm Brogdon is number 5 on this very chart. Yes. And we are going further with our text. After 43 points win at TD Garden, the Celtics have now taken 10 in a row over Kyrie Irving Nets and 10-2 against the team since Kyrie Irving stomped at Leprechaun. This is poetic justice. Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown became the first pair of teammates in Boston Celtics history to record 7 plus 3 points made in the same game and got the home win against the Nets. 26 points Brown and 7 3 points made. So congratulations to Jason and Jaylen. Let us talk about Phoenix Suns game. So takeaways from Boston Celtics Phoenix Suns are no energy on a cold night. Brown's off-ball defense is bad. Jaylen Brown brought the scoring early. Game lost at start of fourth period. What happened to Grant Williams? He disappeared. The Celtics are big troubles when Jason Tatum is sitting down. I already explained why. Let me just find the result from Phoenix Suns. Phoenix Suns stopped #1 team at the league on the road, so Phoenix Suns should be very happy and about themselves. 106-94. Phoenix Suns won. So the Celtics need a wing behind Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown. I already said that. I think we need a big and we need a wing to win the title. With this personnel, I don't know. Rob is Rob again. The Suns defeated the Celtics in TD Garden, 106-94. The scorers are Jason Tatum. Jason Tatum is 27, 8, 4, and 3. Then Jaylen Brown 27, 8, and 4. Tatum 26 and 5, Derek White 19, Malcolm Brogdon 12, Celtics shooting 39% field goals and 10 of 38 for threes. Also, the Celtics had 15 turnovers. The Suns, Michael Bridges 25 points, Paul 15, 6 and 8, DeAndre Ayton 14, 10 and 5, Šarić 14, 13 and 3, Damian Lee, from the bench, Suns 43.2% field goals and 12 of 32 for threes, plus 6 from 3 points line for the Suns, 9 turnovers also, and the Celtics 15. Another key of the game. It is really worrisome that when the Jason Tatum sits, things really go crappy for Boston Celtics. He can play 45 minutes a night and have anything left for the playoff run. That has to be figured out. And also the Celtics 16 and 10 the last 26 game, which is a little above average, 56, 60%, not the best. Interesting thing, the Suns bench, which should be the Celtics' strength, without Cam Johnson and without Jay Crowder, Cameron Pine actually, and without Jay Crowder, the Suns bench destroyed the Celtics bench, and the Suns lineup that was opening the fourth period on 14 and 2 run. Jock Landale, ex-center of Partizan Belgrade, good post-up player. Dario Šarić, ex-Sixers top pick. Dwayne Wainwright, Lee, Damian Lee, and another Lee. Credit to those guys, 14 and 2, but Boston cannot accept this. Boston cannot allow this. And now I prepared a couple of slides, if I'm correct, from this very game. Yes. So here is Los Angeles Lakers and the Celtics slides. Okay. So a little later about the Lakers. What can I say about Phoenix Suns and Boston Celtics? Let me say, on absolute fight night, Boston thinks freezing inside the TD Garden, and the Boston Celtics was in the stretch here, played Los Angeles Lakers Saturday, then Brooklyn Nets. The game came on regular day of rest, but Boston now has weekend before Monday game against Detroit. Jaylen Brown has had terrific season. His scoring game is at his best. It's approaching a level where he's good as anyone in the league in points. Also, he's rebounding better, and he is rounding out his playmaking game. He has ability to dribble, drive past somebody else, which was impossible to think in his rookie and sophomore year. On the other end of the floor, Brown is at his best on all on-ball pressure on the defense when he's trying. And about the break, he did wonderful job denying Stephen Curry against Golden State Warriors. And when Brown is asked to simply guard his man, he is comfortable in doing that. So DeAndre Ayton has done all for the Suns scoring in the paint. Brown tried. Now, Jaylen Brown was the only Celtic who showed up in scoring in the first 8 minutes or so. Boston started dreadfully cold from the floor, minus Brown, who had 10 points in opening the game. Sadly, the three-pointer of the first play of the game was an indicator of the things going well. Jason Tatum, whenever screens Brown or vice versa, good things happens for the Celtics. The Celtics got down 20 points in the first half, not acceptable. Eventually chipped away at the end of the half, but at the beginning of the fourth period, Boston Celtics had the ball and chance to lead. Brogdon missed a floater, and that's it. Phoenix Suns went. We didn't realize in the moment, considering 11:44 to play, when Malcolm Brogdon missed. But the Suns were about to snatch back control and put the game away, as they did with the lineup featuring the two-way players, Saban Lee and Ish Wainwright. Saban Lee and Ish Wainwright, two-way players, sparked the 14-2 runs. 14-2 runs in the fourth. So two-way players, Saban Lee, Ish Wainwright, and the two players who occasionally are in rotations, Dario Saric and Jock Landale, 14-2, and put away the Boston Celtics. Number 5. What happened to Grant Williams? December, he looked like somebody the Celtics should sign, but right now, I mean, he's playing like third player in rotations, and his position, he's averaged 9 points and 4.7 rotations in 27.8 minutes per game off the bench, shooting 52, 44, 83 in December. When calendar turned, the last 17 games in January 1st, Williams shooting 40% from the field, 36% for threes. Maybe it is a slump that happens, but maybe Williams is pressing bit and starting to feel pressure of playing his next deal. Boston has big problems when Jason Tatum sits. For the season, numbers are pretty stark. The Celtics have offensive rating 120.8. Let me put this. Let me put this on the screen. Let me put this on the screen when let me put this on the screen about Jason Tatum, because I think that this is one of the problems. When Jason Tatum is on, his offensive numbers are crazy. Offensive numbers are 120.8, which is the best in 120.8 when Jason Tatum is off the floor, which would be the best mark in the NBA when he's healthy. When Jason Tatum sits, so the Celtics offensive rating drops to 110.3. 110.3. That would rank 28 in the league, and the only bottom dwellers, Houston and Charlotte, minus 10.5 difference is one of the largest in entire NBA and key rotation. The fail-off translates to other end of the floor. Boston's defensive rating when Jason Tatum is on the court is 111.3. which is right around the Celtics overall ranking, are fifth in the NBA. When Jason Tatum sits, the defensive rating drops to 114, which is about the league average. Overall, the Celtics, Boston Celtics, as you can see at your screens, hold plus 9.5 net difference when Jason Tatum is on the floor. When he is resting, Boston is minus 3.7. That plus 13.2 margin, on-off numbers, plus minus plus 13.2. That's crazy. Again, that's basically the biggest split for key rotation player in the league. The Celtics are a great team when Jason Tatum is playing, and historically, the Celtics are average when Jason Tatum is not playing. When Jason Tatum sits, the offense is horrible. We will continue to link things together. The Celtics need a wing. Boston can continue to bleed points the way they do when Jason Tatum sits, and they need to cover for Jaylen Brown as well. As it stands right now, Joe Mizzula can barely take them off the floor. Never mind resting Tatum and Brown for a game here. If Luke Cornett's injury turns out to be something seriously, the Celtics need another big, but adding fourth big to play over Cornett isn't nearly a need that adding a wing is. But watching the Suns loss, I think that I disagree with Smith. Here, Keith Smith, I think adding a big is the priority, then adding a wing. But adding those two players is must for the Celtics. For the first time in a long time, Boston has beaten up on the glass. The Suns grabbed 10 offensive rebounds compared to the Celtics. That's likely related to lack of energy. We have already talked about the Phoenix Suns isn't dominant rebounding team. To close positive, Robert Williams look like Robert Williams again, and we will see what is happening. And number 10, the Celtics aren't as good as the team that demoralized the Nets so badly that the Kyrie Irving asked for a trade. Boston also isn't anywhere near bad at it looks like against the Suns. They are a good team, the contending team, not a great team, and that's fine. And as it doesn't look like the NBA has any great teams this season. The concern for right now isn't much about pushing for 60 wins mark. That's very arbitrary marker, doesn't really mean anything. The concern is holding off Milwaukee Bucks and Philadelphia 76ers, who are both just one game behind the loss column. The Celtics have 6 games before All-Star break, including the ones against both Milwaukee and Philadelphia. They have Detroit Monday and Charlotte Hornets. And sandwich in the middle is Super Bowl Sunday matinee Memphis Grizzlies. Boston can still hit the All-Star break in great spot, but they need to take care of their own business. So Milwaukee, Philadelphia, Detroit, Charlotte, and Memphis in Super Bowl Sunday. We need to win those games. Boston can still hit All-Star break, but given the way this season has gone thus far, it's good to bet they will. It all starts for Monday. Quotes Jason Tatum to odds to win MVP race plus 1200 and to win Defensive Players of the Year plus 500 plus 50,000. A little not likely, don't you think? Okay, folks, 10 minutes until the game. Let's talk about Los Angeles Lakers game because it is important against the Nets. Let's present just the stats. So let's say that the Nets is having troubles. Nets is having the troubles. So it seems like the Nets is having troubles playing the Celtics. 139-96 win, 31-9-4 Tatum, Brown 26, Rob 16 and 9, White 14, 10 and 5, Cornet 12, 4 and 4, Brogdon 10, Horford 9, 5 and 3, Hussier 8 and 5. The Celtics shoot it 58% field goal, and the Celtics 26-54 for threes. Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum 7 and more threes together. Irving 24 and 4, Nets 41% field goal. The Nets 9 of 39 for threes. When you have the Celtics made 26 threes and the Nets 9 threes, you have more than 50 points for, I mean, 19 more made threes for the Celtics. That's like 57 points sufficient for the Celtics. That's crazy stats. I'm going to talk about the Lakers in the last 10 minutes. After overtime win 125-121. 3 games losing streak snapped by the Celtics. Brown led the way 37-9 and 3. Jason Tatum 30-11-4. Brogdon 26-6 and 4. Derek White 14. The Celtics shooted 46.4%. Also, the Celtics shooted 13 on 44 threes. 4 struggling in these games, struggling Los Angeles Lakers, but not so bad Los Angeles Lakers. James 41, 9 and 8. King is in King mode again. Davis 16, 10 and 4. Beverly made the 5 key plays down the stretch for the Lakers: the 3, the steal, the block, lost ball, made free throws. 15, 5 and 5. Miss the key shot. Then 44.3% field goals. The Lakers 12 of 43 for threes. So for 3-pointers, the Celtics made 13, and the Lakers made 12. The Celtics had +3 from the 3 points line. Let me present you the slides that I prepared, so you can see the comparison between Lakers and the Celtics. 46.4% field goal for the Celtics. Also 44.8% Lakers. The Celtics better in field goal percent. 3-pointers shooting 32.5% Boston, 29% Lakers, Boston better. So field goals, 47 field goals made Lakers and 39 field goals made Celtics. Lakers made 8 more field goals, but 3-pointers +3 the Celtics. In free throws, the Celtics killed. Lakers 34 made, and 15 free throws made the Lakers. Rebounds 47-46 Los Angeles Lakers. Offensive rebounds 11-7 for the Lakers. These are the statistics. The statistics from your Los Angeles, your Boston Celtics. James Brown 37, 9 and 3, leading scorer, man of the game. Tatum 30 points, 11 rebounds, 4 assists, 2 steals, 1 block. Derek White 14 points, 5 rebounds, 2 assists. 9-9 for Williams, 7-2 for Horford. Bench 26 points and 6 rebounds, 4 assists. Brogdon 2 points. Luke Cornet. This is another statistical category. This is like I told you about the rebounds, assists, 30 assists on 47 field goals made. Good team play by the Lakers. On the other end, not so good, 18 assists Boston. Celtics 8, 4 steals Boston Celtics, and shoots blocked 9-0 Celtics. That's because of the Time Lord, mighty Time Lord. And Los Angeles Lakers, Brown Jr. starter, Brian starter, Dennis Schroeder, ex-Celtics starter, Patrick Beverly starter, 15-5-5. Schroeder had 13-2-3. James 41-9-8. James is rolling again. Davis Anthony is coming off the bench because he's injured. 16-10-4. Hachimura 6-4-1. Lonnie Walker Jr. 13-3-1. And the Lakers lost the game. So all I can say is that the Lakers have material to be a solid playoff team, but not necessarily a good team. Mizzula getting creative on the defense, Tatum Brown actions, then ball fakes for baskets. Sam Hussein needs to sit because we are minus when Hussein playing. Luck happens. Then Jaylen Brown kept his promise. Brown great late. Brogdon's big night, and Tatum kept the Celtics in the third. Mizzula getting creative on the defense. That's it practically. You see the Celtic starters. Their starters: Brown Jr., Brandt, Schroeder, Beverly, James, and our starters, as you could see on the slide that I prepared for you: Jaylen Brown, Al Horford, Grant Williams, Derek White, Jason Tatum. Celtics played without Marcus Smart and without whole year without Danilo Gallinari, who should have been the good signing and the player alongside Malcolm Brogdon, who should lift us to the banner number 18. That's it from us. I mean, I don't have time for further analysis of Lakers game. I mean, about probably it is a foul at the end, but again, more decisions went the Lakers' way, and Jason Tatum, not signature, but 30 points, very important ones. Joe Mizzula went creative on the defense with Rob Williams out and Grant Williams starting. Celtics' big rotation was a little bit of flux, but Lakers currently bringing Davis off the bench, and it helped Mizzula to start Grant Williams. Boston was in the tough spot to guard Davis. Mizzula chose to start a lot of possessions with Malcolm Brogdon guarding Davis while keeping same size with Grant Williams, Al Horford, or Jason Tatum on LeBron James. Initially, it seems like a pre-switch for James Davis pick and roll actions because Malcolm Brogdon is guarding Davis, and Grant Williams, Horford, or Jason Tatum on LeBron James. When Davis and James are playing pick and roll, they are doing pre-switch. Of course, where Grant Williams or Horford or Jason Tatum is taking away a big player. However, the Lakers choose not to run many Davis and James screens. That left Malcolm Brogdon in a spot where he had to hold one-on-one against Davis. Brogdon did a really nice job in those possessions. Instead of letting Davis getting inside, using size advantage, Brogdon pushed away Davis many possessions of his spots Houston All's Marcus Smart trick. So multiple possessions where Davis never should kick the ball out, and Brogdon holding up against bigger player is huge for two reasons. Number one, he didn't overwhelmed one-on-one. The second is more complex. It took the Lakers out of regular offense. Lakers wanted to run James Davis 2-and-2 offense. They are two of the best players of the league, so it makes sense. The Celtics were regularly able to bite the Lakers into going directly to Brogdon. That took James out of possessions. For those who thinks Mizzula just chomps gun, his staff is doing a good job outside of making a little cutie on the offense-defense subs with Derek White and Luke Cornett late. Mizzula coached one heck of a game. The defense game plan is one example, and the key timeouts and some great playing calls through the game. So congratulations to the Mizzula and the Celtics. The show is over. I am Igor. The next week, I'm going to have the guest. My partner, Andy Vernon, is ill. We wish him speed recovery. And the next week, I'm going to have the guest. Like I said, the show is over. We have the next show on Luis Tenore show on @The Sports Talk Radio. Subscribe to Roku. Watch us at the YouTube. I'm Igor Mitic, your host from Serbia. I'm hosting Shamrock Sports Talk radio show. This was episode number 14. The Celtics defeated Lakers and the Nets and lost from the Suns. Celtics still number one team in the league. The Celtics are having the good and important games against the contenders at the Eastern Conference, the 76ers, then Milwaukee Bucks, also the first one Monday against the Detroit Pistons, and on Super Bowl Sunday they will host Memphis Grizzlies. That's it from me. I'm wishing you good night and go Celtics.
Thank you for listening to the Shamrock Sports Talk Show. We're here every Saturday from 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We are the best four-leaf lucky show in the area. This show comes to you by way of the In the Zone Sports Talk Show Network, LLC. And be sure to download the Try 99 TV app on any smart device and subscribe to In the Zone Sports Talk Television. The cost is $4.95. Thank you in advance for your support.